There's a moment every man experiences but usually keeps to himself. That silent frustration when you realize women look right past you, while certain guys draw attention without even trying. It's not destiny, luck, or biology. It's rooted in a handful of subtle habits that most men don't even realize they're making. Habits that instantly weaken their masculine presence and push away the very women they're hoping to attract. Today we're breaking down the 3 hidden behaviors quietly sabotaging your success and showing you how high-value men play the dating game from a completely different angle. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why avoiding these traps makes women notice you in ways they never have before. And before we jump in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the truth. Dating today feels like walking into a room where someone rewrote all the rules without telling you. You do everything you're told you're supposed to do. Be polite, be available, show interest. And somehow you still get overlooked by the women you actually want. Meanwhile, you watch other men who barely put in effort and still command female attention. How is that even possible? The explanation isn't what most men assume. It's not about becoming some exaggerated version of masculinity or using manipulative tactics. It's about recognizing 3 core behaviors that beta males unconsciously repeat every day. Behaviors that broadcast low status and neediness to women automatically. Once you remove these habits, you instantly position yourself above the majority of men without saying a word. Let's break into the first major behavior destroying attraction: being overly available and instantly responsive. This one is everywhere, and it wrecks your dating life faster than anything else. She texts, you reply instantly. She wants plans, you clear your schedule. She cancels last minute, you reassure her it's no big deal and immediately propose alternatives. Here's what runs through her subconscious when that happens. She assumes your time isn't in demand. She concludes she must be your only option, which signals other women aren't interested in you. And if other women don't want you, she instinctively questions why she should. Women rely heavily on social proof, even if they're not aware of it. High-value men know this perfectly. Their lives are full, filled with purpose, priorities, and meaningful pursuits. When a woman reaches out, they respond on their rhythm, not on hers. Not because they're cold or trying to play games, but because they genuinely have things going on. Their boundaries communicate value more effectively than words ever could. Think of it like this. If a restaurant always has empty tables, you don't assume it's Michelin-level quality. The spots with waiting lists, scarcity, and demand are the ones people desire. Your time works the same way. When you hand it out like an all-you-can-eat buffet, you destroy its perceived worth. This doesn't mean ghosting women or being disrespectful. It means building a life that's genuinely demanding of your attention. Hobbies, work, passions, self-improvement. When your days are full, your responses naturally become intentional instead of reactive. Now let's talk about the second destructive habit: constantly seeking validation and approval. This shows up everywhere. You ask permission for simple things. You adjust your opinions to match hers. You need reassurance about how she feels. You apologize for having boundaries or preferences of your own. This energy kills attraction because it reveals you don't trust your own judgment. Women are drawn to men who are anchored, men who make decisions without wobbling, who are comfortable in their skin, who don't need someone else to certify their worth. When you search for her approval, you quietly place her in the leadership role, and most women don't truly want to lead romantic dynamics. High-value men validate themselves internally. They make choices aligned with their values and stand behind them. They don't need someone else's stamp of approval to feel secure. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or being stubborn. It means having a backbone and a clear identity. Women find this deeply attractive because it signals strength, emotional steadiness, and reliability. They want a man whose decisions they can respect, not someone who anxiously looks for cues to avoid disappointing them. When you become dependent on her approval, you create tension and insecurity instead of safety and confidence. The real solution is building competence and self-belief through effort and growth. When you've proven to yourself that you're capable, you stop needing anyone else to confirm it. You make choices confidently, own the outcomes, and operate like a man who trusts himself. The third mistake is the most destructive of all: placing women on pedestals and losing your identity in the process. This happens when you start elevating her as if she's inherently more valuable than you. You prioritize her constantly. You sacrifice your goals, your friendships, your passions. You reshape yourself into whatever you think she wants. This destroys attraction because it communicates that you see yourself as the lucky one in the dynamic, that she's doing you a favor by giving you attention. This erodes respect instantly. Women want to connect with a man who sees himself as her equal, not as her worshiper. High-value men understand that a healthy relationship is a partnership between two whole individuals. They don't shrink themselves to keep a woman around. They don't abandon their identity to accommodate her. They appreciate her, but they never over-idealize her. They maintain their own ambitions, routines, and social lives because their sense of purpose comes from within, not from a relationship. And here's the twist. When you maintain your own life, she becomes far more invested in earning your attention. She wonders what drives you. She becomes curious about your world. She works to be part of it, not to replace it. This is where long-term attraction thrives. She's drawn to you for who you are, not for how much access she gets to you. She's interested in your values, your path, your mission, not just your availability. Now let's shift to what high-value men do differently. They operate from abundance. They know there are countless potential partners in the world, so they don't cling to any individual woman like she's their last chance. This mindset makes them calmer, more grounded, and more genuine. They know attraction isn't logical. Women don't choose men based on checklists or resumes. They choose men who create specific emotional experiences: confidence, curiosity, tension, excitement, security. When you eliminate the 3 weak habits we discussed, you naturally create the emotional texture that pulls women in. High-value men put their energy into being attractive, not into chasing attraction. They build skills, improve their health, strengthen their minds, chase meaningful goals, not to impress women, but because a fulfilling life produces a presence that women find irresistible without effort. This is why typical dating tips fail. Techniques can't replace self-respect. Tactics can't replicate genuine confidence. You can't pretend to be high value. You have to become it. The beauty of removing these habits is that it improves more than just your dating life. When you limit over-availability, you create discipline. When you stop looking for validation, you make bolder decisions. When you stop pedestalizing others, your relationships, romantic or not, become healthier and more balanced. Women feel this energy instantly. They gravitate toward men who have purpose, direction, and emotional independence. It doesn't mean being closed off or detached. It means being strong enough to offer connection from a foundation of stability rather than insecurity. And again, the intention isn't manipulation. It's authenticity. You're not learning tricks. You're dropping the behaviors that misrepresent your worth. When you fix these patterns, high-quality women naturally gravitate toward you, and the ones who don't, they fall away, and that's a win. Change starts with awareness. Ask yourself honestly, which of these behaviors sits closest to home? Which ones do you see in your past interactions? Recognizing them is the first major step. Then begin implementing changes little by little. Build a daily life that has weight. Commit to goals that challenge you. Engage in activities that expand you. The more meaningful your life becomes, the more your presence transforms without effort. Most importantly, remember that the mission isn't to alter women. It's to refine yourself. The right women will respond to authentic masculine confidence. The wrong women won't. And that's exactly how you filter for compatibility. If this video gave you new insight into dating and attraction, hit subscribe for more content on developing modern masculine confidence. Comment below which mistake you've struggled with and what you're planning to change. And remember, being an alpha male isn't about overpowering others. It's about mastering the man you see in the mirror. When these principles click, everything changes. Stop chasing, start attracting. Stop seeking approval, start trusting yourself. Stop putting women above you, start creating mutual respect. Your future self will look back at this moment as the turning point.